So this video is going to show you how to do two things. The first is I'm going to show you how to send a file, and the second thing is I'm going to show you how to resend a file. So let's go over here to HoneyBook. We got a message from Sarah Kwan that said she could not find her questionnaire in the first email. And the first email was that initial message we sent to her about planning for an engagement session. So this was actually my bad. I forgot to show you how to send this file, so you ended up just sending the email without the questionnaire attached. So let's go over here to HoneyBook. Let's go to Sarah's project. So when I say sending a file, I mean one of two things. It's either a questionnaire or it's the contract. So we send a proposal, that's also known as a contract, but we click the proposal button to send a contract because it'll attach both a proposal, which outlines what's in their package, and the contract, which is the part that they signed to officially book. That's file number one that we use. We don't use these buttons right here, these three, but we do use the questionnaire button to send a couple different questionnaires through the course of working with a couple that's engaged. Whenever you send a message to let the couple know that it's time to book an engagement session, you're going to send the engagement session questionnaire. And down here in your workflow, you'll see that that's a task right here that pops up in your list of tasks, and it also will pop up on the sidebar of a project. You'll see that we need to send them an e-session or consultation questionnaire. An e-session questionnaire is if if an engagement session comes in their photography package, and occasionally we have a couple that isn't doing an engagement session, and in that case we just send them this little consultation questionnaire that will help them schedule a time to meet you in person, just to get to know you and to talk through wedding day details. This will prompt you to remind you that you need to send the questionnaire, but it doesn't actually do it for you. So when you see this notification, you're going to want to go into the project like we are right now, click New File, click Questionnaire, and then for engagement sessions, you're going to look for the engagement session survey and click on that. And you saw that there's actually a bunch of different templates for questionnaires. We also have a wedding day questionnaire, and that is sent after you meet with a couple for their consultation. And then we have a wedding vendors questionnaire, and we send that with the 1 month away email that we send to couples. So those two prompts are also within the course of working with a couple, but this is the first prompt you'll get to send a questionnaire. And then you can see what this looks like. Now, I'm going to delete this after I'm done with it, so you can go in and create your own. But you're going to pull it up. You're going to make sure that this main picture looks good. If it doesn't, you can change the image in our image library. I usually just choose this one as a standard image because it's really basic and it's pretty, and so that's kind of like our default. But you can use others if you like them too. And then you're going to scroll down here, and this is what the couple is going to see. They're going to fill out their name. They're going to select which month they're interested in doing a session, if they'd prefer for a morning or evening session. And then this one right here, that are you open to having your session on a Monday through Thursday? That is optional whether or not you want to keep that in there. Cassie doesn't keep it in there because she prefers weekends. I initially put this in here because I prefer weekdays, and I actually don't book engagement sessions for couples on the weekends unless they're coming in from out of town. So if you want to remove this, you can actually come over here and click the trash can icon. But if you prefer having it on a Monday through Thursday, or if you suspect the couple wants to do like a DC session where it's going to be really touristy, then I would leave this in. But again, totally up to you. You also can add in additional questions. Like if you prefer during a weekend, you can change this to, are you open to having a weekend session, which most couples are more willing to do that than on a weekday. And then just check through to make sure if you've already had a conversation with a couple about the engagement session that these questions make sense. So for example, if the couple said, we definitely want to have our engagement session at the Lincoln Memorial, then this right here, you could actually remove or say something like confirming that you want to have your session at X location. So again, just make sure that everything makes sense based on the conversation you've had with a couple thus far. Usually all these questions do make sense. And then after you're all set, you click on review email. And you'll get this base template that we're not going to use, but I do have a template for sending the engagement session questionnaire, which you actually sent right here. So normally, if you hadn't sent that yet, I would say go into templates, go to schedule engagement session, and you'll read through this and again make sure the email sounds good. You'll sign it at the bottom. Make sure your icon is, or your signatures is all set, and then you can send. So, but I'm going to exit out of this now because this is, we've already sent them that initial email. The only thing they didn't get is the attachment to take them to the questionnaire. So in that case, what you can do, I'm going to show you. Go back into their project. So let's say you sent them their questionnaire. You got an email that says, I can't find the questionnaire link anymore. If you want to resend that questionnaire, what you do is you go back to the file. So you're in their project again. You click on Files. You find the questionnaire. It looks just like it did before. And then you click Review Email. And what you're going to do is you're going to go back to that original email and look at the subject line. And you can copy and paste that subject line with the and the colon. So copy that and then put that as your subject. And then respond to this email just like you were to hit reply. You're going to respond how you want to respond right here. So what you'd say is, hi Sarah, here is the link. Something like this. And then you'd sign it and enter your signature in there. This right here is the signature button. So again, I'm not going to send this. I'll let you send it on your own. But that is how you would resend a questionnaire. You just go right back in and click on Review Email, and it'll let you resend an email to them with this attached. So I think that is all. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much.